Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It doesn't matter what time it is. Just pick up your instrument and start practicing. Again, I have my little pawn shop special here. Thanks to Pawn Shop, I haven't gotten an endorsement yet, but as soon as I do, you'll hear about them because you'll know about some great deals. But we're going to move forward with what we have bought from them and what we're trying to share with you for our free lesson. And this one will probably be free too, I'm not sure. But we're going to go to the key of G. Let's go to review though over your C scale because we're going to remind you of your cross, right? Here's C at the bottom of the two black notes, remember? Or actually, before you get to the two black notes, what's at the bottom of the three? Or before you get to the three black notes is an F. Now guess what? Your G is going to be your next note. After F comes G. And then you start all over again, as I said before, on your A. Then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, again. But we're going to go forward with your C, where we go here. Sorry for that misstep. I'm not in practice playing sideways. But we're going to go ahead and go with your F. Let's put it here. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Start with your F. Be easier to play. Now you know we have one flat and F, right? Which is what? This is your test. B flat. So let's go ahead and try it. Okay, you're going to end again with your fourth finger. Let's try that again and try to play it without messing up. Oh, I'm still messing up. But that lets you know I need to practice it sideways so I can give this lesson. Okay, it's just real. We're keeping it real here, y'all. It's what we're practicing. And incidentally, if you hit a bad note, like I said before, write it down. You might like that sound. What did we play? See, this is what we played, right? There might be a chord you want to play, or there might be part of a chord you want to play in your song. You may want your melody to go there. So write that down. That was a B natural instead of a B flat. So we're going to move forward. There was no mistakes in this music. You are actually creating as you go. So remember that. I'm not going to mess up that time. We're going to start on your G now. G has a little accidental too, or not accidental, it's actually in the scale. Here we go. Now I didn't cross until the fourth again on that because I'm out of practice. You can cross and be correct on your third to play your scales when you're practicing. Okay, practice this now. You're practicing the cross. Here we go. Okay, you want to get up to tempo. This is very important when you're improvising. Some people try to shortcut this. You're not going to do it when you start to improvise. I don't care even if you have multiple sclerosis, if you have Parkinsonism, you can overcome it. You can also overcome a lot of Alzheimer's by practicing these scales. It gives your brain plasticity. Some of these old dopers that really burnt themselves out don't realize that they can't keep up, and yet they still want to try, thinking it's going to be some miracle that's going to occur. Listen, just go ahead and practice your scales. That's all we're asking you to do. Especially when you get on the bandstand and try to, do what you do. Practice, learn the melody when you improvise, and what? Number two, make sure you practice your scales. Okay, that's why you have to practice. You have to spend time. Some people spend 6, 7, 8 hours a day. I know a bass player that's real prominent. I'm not going to mention her name. She's still practicing 6 or 7 hours a day. So you need to practice. But we're going to move on to the G scale now, because we're going to play it in a little song. Let's do it again. Okay, that's your G scale. Now why is that? Because we're going to play a song. Here we go. And watch the alternate fingerings. Still going to be an F. Oh, I didn't go over scales. I didn't go over chords. Chord is every third note. Then F. That's the fourth scalar division of C. That's C, D, E, F. 4. What's the fifth? What comes after F? G. So we're going to try that. And we're going to play a song with all three of those. Here we go. For the chord, the first, the third, and the fifth, you skip every other note. That's kind of easy, isn't it? Now you're not going to get any accidentals in that because it's not enough accidentals in that chord and that scale to get it. Here we go down to F. Go back up to G. Okay, now, the reason why that's important is because the way I was fingering it, you don't have to just play an F like this. You can play it like this. See that? Here we go, F here. See how it sounds the same? Here, let's try it again, because I missed a note. Okay, same with G. And you practice this, okay? Practice these. I had a piano teacher named Marsha Frazier. My goodness. I was going over this and I'd be a lot more accomplished if I had stayed with her. But let's just suffice it to say I was young and stupid then. That was the late Marsha Frazier, one of the best pianists I've ever heard live. Anyway, we're going to move forward here. So you've got those three. Let me review them again. C, F, and alternate. G, alternate. Okay, so let's try it again. Here we go. We shall overcome. And everybody got to overcome something, y'all. I'm sorry. Shall overcome. Inside of you, okay? We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I still believe that we shall overcome one day. Notice I went down to a B. That's the 7th division of, and we'll get into that later. And that happened to be the 7th division and a diminished, but we're gonna go again. You sing it this time. So this is your track for a new song. And you can just play the melodies too. Notice I went down to the 7th. Somebody got to overcome something. Okay, so you can see I'm not really hitting I'm not doing the, because I didn't practice it enough. But I think you get the general idea. You need to practice it, right? I can't come and do your practicing, but we're going to stop right now, and we just hope you got something out of this lesson. We move rapidly ahead covering the G scale, and we show some alternate fingerings of the F scale, and the F chord. Of course, you can alter it. We want you to practice all those. We'll be testing you later, and we want you to send in your videos. If you do get the prize, that is, you send us a video back to, pete4doc@gmail.com. You could, I guess, conceivably text it to the number, but you can't text it to the number. Let me take that back. We just welcome you to practice, to get better, to make your gifts known to others. As you begin to get better, let them know. Let people know that they can get free lessons, free introductory lessons at least, here at P Squared Informatics. Reach one to teach one. We thank you for all of our many benefactors, including Southside Pharmacy, Manson V. Johnson Ministries, and Carl Dudenstein, who works with us tremendously. We just thank you right now. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And we're going to say 10-4 right now. Good morning, good evening, afternoon. We don't care how much you've done. We still love you. Just get on this music. Redeem yourself. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.